recognize about the receipts and the payments, that person can enough of preparing the petty cash book. So in this petty cash book, we are going to have receipt side very small column. The receipts column is very small, and whatever I have drawn two lines here in between, that is common column. This is voucher number. This is total. This is payments. So here the payments column will be much lengthier when compared to the receipts column, because here, as I said just now, I said it is not prepared by the accountant. It is prepared by any cashier or any clerk who have a very basic knowledge about what is coming in and which is to be receipt, and how the payments are to be taken, and how he can prepare the payment statement and give it to the accountant. So that basic idea he should have it. That is very much sufficient for him. So that is what here he is going to do it. So how this works out? So as it is a very lengthy, the process is very simple, but the whatever the statement we prepare, it is becoming very lengthy. So what they have done, the date, particulars, voucher number, total, they have made it as a common. So here, whatever these receipts is there. So receipts from here till this total, it is said to be debit, and from date till the end, it is said to be credit. Means these four columns are common for this debit side as well as they are common for credit side also. Okay, understood. And why it is so small? Because here the clerk will not be dealing any kind of trade activities. That is the reason he will not get any receipts. He will get only once the receipt. What is that once receipt is? The accountant is going to hand over a good amount at the beginning of the day, or at the beginning of the week, or at the beginning of the month. So, and he will ask the particular clerk to spend the expenses only in the given amount. అంటే వాడికి ఎక్స్ట్రా ఒక సింగిల్ పైసా కూడా రాదనమాట. ఏదైతే అకౌంటెంట్ హీ ఈస్ గివింగ్ 100 రూపీస్ ఆర్ 1000 రూపీస్ ఆర్ 2000 రూపీస్ డిపెండింగ్ అపాన్ ద యాక్టివిటీస్, within that only he has to spend all his miscellaneous expenses. That is the reason he will get only receipts only on the first day of the day or of the week or of the month. He will get a lump sum amount on one particular first day, and rest all he will spend that amount in a different kind of expenditure that he has to show at the end of the day or end of the week or end of the month. So he has done. So why it is actually when cashier is not preparing, means accountant is not preparing, why then why is the need for us to prepare this petty cash book? Means in the organization we have some kind of organizations with some kind of activities we are doing. So for some kind of activities, it's not actually a direct business. It is not helping me this kind of activity is not helping me direct to my business transaction, but still somewhere it might turn out to be a positive transaction for my business. So it is like usually like what happens when we are maintaining any kind of consultancy services. So my dealings are in lakhs or a crores, but whereas what some activities will be there, like I am into the consultancies and my activities of doing the business is usually in a thousands and a lakhs and a crores only. But my customers visit some now and then. So my customers, when they visit, obviously will try to build up a good rapport with my customers. So what I'll do when they visit, I'll try to offer them some kind of a cool drinks, coffee, tea, or something like that. So those going to be costing me some 10 rupees, not more than that. So where I'm dealing with in a lakhs, now I have to record about 10 or 20 rupees. It doesn't find me worthy, because every time of 10 rupees one customer visited, so I have to record 10 rupees in the account. Again my customer has visited, again I have to record 10 rupees in my customer's account. So this is the way it is going to be deviating the actual process. because per day into the consultancy services there may be a number of customers. So that is the reason they have thought that these kind of a miscellaneous means minute activities, why not we give to some other person. So that's how the accountant will be concentrating on actual activities, whereas the clerk is going to go for maintaining all these things. So this is a miscellaneous wherein if I take single 10 rupees, it can be avoidable na ani anochu. But accounts lo entima, what is the every time I say single penny is countable. So this is might be a very small minute amount, but together 10 kind of minute amounts will become a good countable amount. No? So how can I take a risk of avoiding those things? So that is the reason we cannot avoid it. And accountant cannot waste time. So that's why a clerk is assigned with this kind of a job and he is going to perform all these activities. Is it okay? Now, so shall we start? So here he will get only once the amount and rest all he will be preparing the things. So first, the sum he gave is write out the analytical petty cash maintained on Impress system from the following transactions. On January 1st, the check issued 100 to the petty cashier. So what is happening? The petty cashier is being given with some 100 rupees as a amount. Then from whatever 100 rupees he got it, now he is telling that he has paid all the following expenses. So first among that one is electricity bill. Then second he gave trunk call charges. Then third he paid refreshment charges, cartage charges, printing charges, typewriting papers, ribbons charges, stationery charge, railway freight charge, postcards, inland letters, rickshaw charges, taxi hire charges, tea and tip charges, and he whatever 50 rupees he has to pay to Krishna, some person, that charges he has given. So these all from the 100 rupees, he is giving us the detail like what all he has spent and how he has spent it. So that is what here now we are going to show it. Now here I said the payments column is bigger because here we are going to have these kind of means what we are going to segregate. It's okay. So we are going to segregate the kind of expenditures and matter. So that is the reason that segregation means for easy and easily understand because it is petty cash noma, it will be miscellaneous and it should not be irritative to the people to count it. So that's why they'll segregate it in such a manner so that it can be easily countable and easy to understand also. So how I should learn it? మరి నేను ఎలా segregate చేయాలి? Remember any transaction which is double time represented, then you make one column. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ వన్ రిఫ్రెష్మెంట్స్ అనే ఒక కాలం ఉంది అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ టీ అండ్ టిప్ అని ఉంది. సో అలాంటప్పుడు 2 ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా! సో అలాంటప్పుడు దాన్ని ఒక కాలమ్ చేసేసేయండి. యాస్ రిఫ్రెష్మెంట్స్. దెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ స్టేషనరీ మాత్రం చాలా ఉన్నాయి కదా మన దగ్గర. స్టేషనరీ, పేపర్ స్టేషనరీ అని ఉంది. పేపర్ టైపింగ్ పేపర్స్ అని ఉంది. ప్రింటింగ్ అని ఉంది. సో ఇన్‌లాండ్ లెటర్స్ అని ఉన్నాయి. సో ఇవన్నీ స్టేషనరీ షాప్‌కి సంబంధించింది కాబట్టి సో హియర్ వి ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ స్టేషనరీ యాస్ ఎ కాలమ్. Then next we have one more thing. స్టేషనరీ తర్వాత యాహ్! కాటేజ్ అండ్ ట్రావెలింగ్ మనం ఒక దాంట్లో ఏసేయొచ్చు. కాటేజ్ అండ్ ట్రావెలింగ్. లేదు అంటే కాటేజ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ క్యారేజ్ నాన్న. క్యారేజ్ అనమాట. కాటేజ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ క్యారేజ్. సో నేనిక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాను టెలిఫోన్ అండ్ అంటే నా ఇష్టం. మన ఇష్టం ఉన్నవి ఏవైనా మనం చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్ ఇదే మనం చేసుకోవాలి అని. I feel this is best. So I'm recording like this. ట్రావెలింగ్ ఒకటి చేశాను. దెన్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ ఒకటి పెడుతున్నాను. అండ్ సన్‌డ్రీస్ ఒకటి కంపల్సరీ పెట్టుకోవాలి నాన్న. ఏదన్నా ఒక కాలమ్‌లో మనకి అది యాప్ట్‌గా అనిపించట్లేదు అంటే దెన్ సన్‌డ్రీస్‌లో నెట్టేయొచ్చు. Now how I'm going to record, just see here. First total we are going to have a common. Why? Because these all will be miscellaneous, no? So అందుకే అన్ని ఒకే దగ్గర మైనస్ చేసి బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎంత ఉందో తెలుసుకోవడానికి మనం కంపల్సరీ ఒక కామన్ కాలం టోటల్ వేస్తాం. సో ఫస్ట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ 2013 Jan 1st. He said petty cashier has given handed over. Petty cashier కి ఒక చెక్ ఇచ్చాము అన్నాడు. సో కాబట్టి టు బ్యాంక్ అనేసి టోటల్ కాలంలో ఐ విల్ రైట్ 100 and here also I will write 100. Like this I'm going to write it. Then 100 ఇది receipt అని చూపించడానికి. Here I said receipt and payments will be on the same side. We are going to write it. సో అది చూపించడానికి నేను ఇక్కడ ఒక 2 lines వేస్తున్నాను. సో దట్ ఐ షుడ్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ బిట్వీన్ రిసిప్ట్స్ అండ్ పేమెంట్స్. సో అలా 2 lines డ్రా చేశాను. నౌ ఐ విల్ స్టార్ట్ ఆల్ ద పేమెంట్స్. సో ఇది కామన్ అన్నాను కదా. సో హౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఇస్ receipts అయితే will have an article called to. అదే payments అయితే we are going to have by. So that point you should remember. Now onwards all the things will be by. So first is what? Electricity charges. So by electricity charges, and prati amount you are going to put in this column as well as electricity నేను separate గా column create చేశాను కదా. So direct గా I'll put it into the 3.25. Then again on the fourth day ఏముంది? trunk call charges అని ఉంది. So by trunk calls. So total column లో వేస్తాము ఇక్కడ, that is 2 rupees 50 paisa. And the telephone అని telephone ఆ column లో వేసేస్తాను. Next on 5th is there. 5th we are paying refreshments. So what we'll write? Everything is payments kada nana. So that's why by refreshments it's how much? 5 rupees.
5 rupees.
So ఇక్కడ column separate గా 5 rupees కి వేసేస్తాం because refreshments column కదా అది. Then 6th
By cartage.
by cartage. So by cartage is how much? 1 rupee 25 paisa. So cartage అంటే ఇక్కడ carriage అని చెప్పాను. 1 rupee 25 paisa. Then 8
By printing.
by printing.
Printing.
Mm.
75 paise.
Yeah, 3 rupees 75 paise. సో ప్రింటింగ్ స్టేషనరీ ఇక్కడ ఉంది అని చెప్పాను కదా. సో అందులో నేను వేసేస్తున్నాను. దెన్ ఆన్ 10th by
Typing papers and ribbon.
typing papers ఎంత? 450 no?
Yes, ma'am.
4 rupees 50 paisa here. Stationery, that also comes under stationery only. So that's why 4 rupees 50 paisa I'm going to write here. Done. Next 15.
By stationery.
So here by
Stationery.
Stationery.
so how much is the stationery?
6 rupees.
6 rupees.
6 rupees.
6 rupees.
So stationery we have separate column as 6 rupees I'm taking here. Then
By railway.
yeah, by railway freight. Railway freight ante cartage nana. Freight ante it's a cartage. So how much is the railway freight? 5 rupees
5 rupees
50 paisa. So cartage lo inlo kostundi. 5 rupees 50 paisa.
5 rupees.
Then 20 by
Postcards.
yeah, postcards. So how much is the postcard? 3 rupees.
Rupees.
So మళ్ళీ అది కూడా స్టేషనరీలోకే కదా. సో 3 rupees we are going to write. Then 25. So by
Rickshaw.
yeah,
Rickshaw charges.
12
So,
rupees.
12 rupees.
Yes, ma'am.
సో అది ట్రావెలింగ్ వేసుకుంటాం నాన్న. ఇది రిక్షా
Hmm.
చార్జెస్ కాబట్టి అది నేను ట్రావెలింగ్లో వేసుకుంటాను. గూడ్స్ కాదు కదా ఇది. నెక్స్ట్ 27.
27.
మీకు అలా వేసుకోవాలో
taxi.
తెలియట్లేదు అంటే అది మీరు క్యారేజ్లో వేసినా నడిచిపోతుంది. మేడం మాకు అది అర్థం కావాలి కదా మరి అని అన్నప్పుడు మీరు క్యారేజ్లో వేసినా అది నడిచిపోతుంది. టాక్సీ హైయర్ నెక్స్ట్
20 rupees.
సో అది నేను 20 రూపీస్ ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నాను. డన్. నెక్స్ట్ 28.
28.
సో
Buy tea.
అండ్
TNT.
టిప్.
TNT.
TNT.
యా 1 రూపీ.
1 rupee
1
50
rupee
paise.
50 paise.
సో రిఫ్రెష్మెంట్స్ కింద కదా అది
1
వచ్చేది.
rupee 50 paise.
సో రిఫ్రెష్మెంట్స్లో వేసాను. అండ్ ద లాస్ట్ ఈజ్ వాట్ 31st.
Paid Krishna.
Krishna.
యా సో బై
By Krishna.
కృష్ణ. సో
Krishna.
హౌ మచ్ వి పేడ్ సమ్ 15 రూపీస్.
15 rupees.
సో అది ఎక్కడ వేసుకోలేము కదా క్యారేజ్ స్టేషనరీ. సో అది నేను ఇక్కడ సన్రైజ్లో వేసేసుకుంటాను. That's it. Now we are going to total it. సో ఈ 100 రూపీస్లో నుంచి ఇదంతా మైనస్ చేసుకుంటూ రావాలి. ఇది 100 రూపీస్ రిసిప్ట్స్ కదమ్మా. సో ఈ రిసిప్ట్స్ అన్నీ మీరు ఇక్కడ మైనస్ చేసుకుంటూ రావాలి.
Seven five.
7.5 ma'am.
7.5.
Aruna.
17.25.
34.5.
34.5.
3.2.
So here, this is the way we have closed it, Nana. So the totals, whatever we are going to do, the 100, from the 100, we have minused all these expenses, because like adding all these things, one is in one column, one amount is another column, it becomes a very confusing. So what we'll do, we'll every time we record here, even in the total column also, we record all these things. So likewise, from all 100 receipt amount, the clerk, what all he has spent, he will be minusing and telling the cashier or accountant that he has left over with 16 rupees 75 paisa anamata. So what happens again in the next day or next week of the first day or next month, again the cashier is going to hand over him 100 rupees anamata. Likewise, the process comes. So what happened in the implicit system, these 16 rupees 75 paisa, whatever is there, those things now the cashier is going to ask. So the thing becomes like this: buy cash, he will give away, because it was like previously whatever leftover amount was, like it was given to the cashier. The leftover amount obviously మిగిలిచింది cashier కి ఇస్తారు, because 16-20 rupees what the accountant will do it, taking it. So that's why it used to be like it used to get into the pockets of petty cashier only, clerk only. So later on, slowly these kind of a things have turned out to be like those people started saving for themselves more, for their pocket, leftover pocket అనేది they started saving for their leftover like pockets anamata. Like for today, it's 16 rupees leftover. So today is tomorrow also, if they going to maintain the same manner, again 32 rupees they are going to save it. So likewise, they are having a benefit. So what the accountant thought, these 16 rupees now they will take away. They have the clerk has to show the total amount, and then whatever leftover 16 rupees is there, he will take away, and again freshly he will give 100 rupees again. So this is very particularly they are doing it. So ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తాం, ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ this person is going to write like this: to cash, he will get again fresh balance అన్నమాట. So to cash fresh balance, again he will take away that one, and he will give the fresh balance, that is to cash 100 rupees. Means like they are making it a round off. They are not like continuing these kind of a numbers. They are making it a round off and they are continuing it. So is this clear?